Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of The Film Feast. My name is Sam Donchis. I am your host, and it is good to have you back again. There's a lot of film news to talk about, so I'm going to get to it immediately. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, the writing and directing partners who brought you This Is the End, are joining together once again to adapt a book about console wars. Most specifically, the console wars between Sega and Nintendo in the early 1990s. The book being adapted is called Console Wars: Sega, Nintendo, and the Battle That Defined a Generation. The book will be coming out in August. This is fairly common. The book hasn't even come out yet, and Sony Pictures already has the movie rights. This is a pretty popular topic, especially with the recent console war between the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg being the choices for this, I think, is inspired. I don't know exactly what they'll be able to bring to the film other than a sense of youth and humor, but what the overall tone of the film will be, I am not quite sure just yet. I'm sure we're going to see this movie by mid-2015 at the earliest, probably late 2015 by the latest. This next news report makes me so happy. Variety reports that Mark Webb will direct The Amazing Spider-Man 3. You don't have to talk to me for very long to know that I have a little bit of a chip on my shoulder about this whole new Amazing Spider-Man series of movies. I really didn't like the first one, and you can watch my first episode of The Appetizer to know that the second one doesn't inspire too much hope in me. I think Mark Webb learned a thing or two from the first film on how to direct action, and I think that the second and third films are going to benefit from that. But I still think that Sony is making a lot of the same mistakes that they made with the first film. It feels like we're getting a new trailer or a couple of new trailers every month. So yeah, Sony, oversaturate the film, sure. Make audiences tired to see it before it even hits theaters. You're definitely making me tired of it. But it doesn't end there. Sony wants a new Spider-Man film every year until 2018. Think about that for a second. We have The Amazing Spider-Man 2 coming out this year, and we could see a Venom movie as early as next year, and then we'll have The Amazing Spider-Man 3 coming out in 2016, and then a Sinister Six film not too long after that. And I suppose they're waiting to see how the Venom film is going to perform to see if they want to do a sequel to that, so then they'll have their full roster of movies up until 2018. Not only are they oversaturating this movie coming out, they want to oversaturate the brand, which, Sony, go ahead, pull that trigger. I'm not a business savvy person when it comes to how movies work, but I think I know a little bit about what audiences want, and they don't want to be kicked in the teeth every year about a new Spider-Man film. I guess maybe they're taking a page from The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings movies by saying, oh yeah, if they can put a movie out every year, so can we. No, you can't. A couple weeks ago, I talked about how J.J. Abrams and company had already finished most of their casting for Star Wars Episode 7, and now it looks like we have our first confirmation from Variety. Adam Driver will be playing the Star Wars Episode 7 villain. If you don't know who Adam Driver is, he was in Frances Ha, Inside Llewyn Davis, and he has a fairly recurring role on Girls. Now, when I say that he's playing a villain, a couple of things come to mind. Is he playing a Sith? Probably. Or he is playing a disgruntled admiral from the Empire who's looking to start shit. From the roles that I have seen Adam Driver in, I think he's going to do great. It can't be said that he's not right for the role since we don't know what the role is. All we know is that it's evil. And I don't know if I'm in the minority here or not, but I still want to see Jesse Plemons in this movie. And now from The Hollywood Reporter, Fast and Furious 7 will resume production in April. Next month. I actually thought that they had already started production back up, but it seems that in between mourning Paul Walker's death and reworking the film for his character, that they just needed more time. But next month, James Wan and crew are going to get back in the saddle, and we will have Fast and Furious 7 by April 10th, 2015. From TheWrap.com, Patrick Wilson is in negotiations to join Marvel's Ant-Man. This is a film that has been really cast-wise coming together over the last couple of months. We've got Paul Rudd, Michael Douglas, possibly Michael Pena, possibly Evangeline Lilly, and now possibly Patrick Wilson. So it's a big film. It's got a really nice, solid cast coming together. No word on who Wilson will be playing yet. All I know is that he's a very charismatic actor, and that any role they put him in, he'll do fine in. I feel pretty confident about every aspect of this movie. Obviously, Edgar Wright is directing it. Edgar Wright is, if you were to ask me point blank, who is your favorite director, I would say Edgar Wright. At first I was thinking to myself, he is the only thing that's going to make this film work, but now it's got Paul Rudd, it's got Michael Douglas, it's going to be fine. From Collider.com, Warner Brothers has picked up the rights for a Minecraft movie. This is very exciting news, especially for a lot of you out there on the internet. Minecraft is a big kind of subsect of the internet nowadays. I personally haven't played more than 10 minutes of it, but I do appreciate everything about it. I've seen so many worlds built within Minecraft that are just stunning and beautiful, and it's just blocks. Now, it could be said that a Minecraft movie is a little hard for anyone to wrap their head around. You know, what is Minecraft's brand of humor exactly? Although I guess the same could have been said about Legos. You know, what is Lego's brand of humor besides little dudes falling down and breaking into several pieces? But it was so much more. It was a million times better than any of that. It's no surprise that Warner Brothers got the rights for a Minecraft movie. It's a big property, and they're gonna probably make a solid movie out of it. So between the Lego movie, the Minecraft movie, the Angry Birds movie, you know, what are we gonna have next? A Fruit Ninja movie? I don't know. And now, from Deadline.com, Vincent D'Onofrio and Irfan Khan will be playing the villains in Jurassic World. So that means they're going to be playing dinosaurs, right? Actually, no, even though that would be kind of awesome. They will be playing the kind of nefarious men behind this evil corporation that is behind the new Jurassic Park. Vincent D'Onofrio will be playing the CFO of the corporation, while Irfan Khan will be playing the president. Jurassic World is currently shooting in Hawaii, but it will start shooting in a month or two in New Orleans. I like both of these guys for the roles that they've been cast in. I just hope that they don't take too much screen time away from what we all really want to see. Dinosaurs. And that is it for the news. And oh, look at that. No trailer of the week this week. Nothing really, piqued my interest enough to make note of it. Although, you can go watch my new trailer analysis for Godzilla in the appetizer. I think the new trailer is very, very haunting, very, evocative, but I do have some mixed feelings on what the final film will be like. Who's to say exactly right now, but, go watch my trailer, tell me what you think in the comments. But anyway, that is it for this week's The Film Feast. What have you been watching lately? I watched Zero Charisma, Man of Tai Chi, and Stalingrad this past week. For more, you can find me on Letterboxd, you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Tumblr, you can find me on Instagram, but most importantly, you can find me on other videos on this channel. And that's it. That's all. Thank you for watching. Bye.